letting go for a life of joy and purpose. After 70, have you ever wondered what it truly means to live a fulfilling life after turning 70? In this journey, I'll share 11 powerful things I let go of to bring peace, joy, and renewed purpose into my life. Whether you're approaching this milestone or already embracing it, these insights can help you redefine your life, shed what no longer serves you, and focus on what truly matters. Stay with me to the end to discover practical steps that can inspire your transformation and guide you toward a more meaningful chapter. If you're not subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and activate the notification bell to ensure you never miss a video. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoy this video, please like and share it to help spread these valuable lessons. Also, let me know what you think. If you like the topic, comment 1. If not, comment 0, so I can improve and make better videos for you. Now let's dive into the 11 things I let go of after turning 70, starting with the deep self-reflection that shaped my journey. Number 1. Releasing the need to stay busy. Turning 70 was more than just a birthday. It was a profound milestone that led me to reflect on my journey and what truly matters moving forward. I realized that life isn't merely about aging. It's a beautiful transformation. This new chapter showed me the importance of releasing old patterns, habits, and mindsets that no longer served me. For years, I held on to things I thought were essential to my identity, but they only clouded my happiness and limited my freedom. Deciding to let go wasn't easy. I had to release outdated beliefs, the fear of judgment, and the constant pressure to meet others' expectations. But in doing so, I found something priceless: peace, joy, and an unshakable sense of purpose. This wasn't about giving up. It was about shedding the layers that prevented me from fully living. As I let go, I felt lighter, clearer, and more intentional in every choice, finally free from the weight I'd carried for so long. Throughout my younger years, I was caught in an endless cycle of busyness, always striving, climbing, and pushing to secure my place in the world. Working non-stop, juggling projects, and constantly being on the move felt like the only path to success. If I wasn't busy, I believed I was falling behind. But as I reached 70, I began to see the toll that all the hustle took on my energy, joy, and connections with what truly mattered. I realized that I'd been working out of habit, not out of passion or purpose. This shift in perspective was liberating. I permitted myself to step back, focusing only on what aligned with my core values, and brought me closer to my personal goals. No longer equating busyness with success, I found true wealth in time spent with loved ones, in hobbies that bring joy, and in quiet moments of reflection. This new chapter is intentional and fulfilling, grounded in what matters most. Number 2. Quitting the cycle of mindless spending. For many years, I was trapped in a cycle of mindless spending, accumulating things I thought would bring happiness and fulfillment. Everywhere I looked, there were messages encouraging me to buy more, have more, and accumulate more. The constant push to consume began to feel overwhelming, yet I didn't realize the toll it was taking on my life. Reaching 70 was a wake-up call to examine these habits and the ways they weighed down my peace and freedom. Letting go of unnecessary spending has been one of the most freeing choices I've made. Now I only invest in things that bring genuine joy, align with my values, or serve a meaningful purpose. By breaking free from this pattern, I reclaimed my finances, my energy, and my focus on experiences over possessions. This shift has brought me a profound sense of clarity and gratitude, allowing me to embrace a simpler, more purposeful life. For years, I fell into the trap of mindless spending, filling my home with gadgets, clothes, and trinkets that I believed would bring me joy. Yet the happiness they provided was fleeting, fading as quickly as it arrived. What was left behind was a cluttered home and a lingering emptiness that no purchase could ever satisfy. As I grew older, I came to a powerful realization. Material possessions rarely offer lasting satisfaction. None of the items I bought truly mattered. Real wealth is found in experiences, relationships, and moments that nourish the soul. So, I made a conscious choice to stop spending thoughtlessly and to start spending with intention. Now I only buy things that genuinely add value to my life. Whether it's a new experience like exploring a new destination, or something as simple as a book that broadens my perspective. This change has been transformative, not just financially, but emotionally. I no longer feel the urge to shop impulsively or to fill emotional voids with items I don't need. Instead, I've embraced the simplicity of life, finding beauty in what I already own and feeling a deep contentment from focusing on non-material aspects of life. Letting go of mindless spending has brought peace, freedom, and clarity that I never knew I needed. Number 4, releasing the weight of small stresses. In my younger years, even minor inconveniences, traffic jams, petty arguments, or last-minute plan changes could throw me off balance. I'd let these small annoyances fester, building into a wave of stress that shadowed my days. This low-grade anxiety drained my energy and robbed me of the joy in simply being present. But when I turned 70, something shifted within me. I began asking myself a simple question whenever stress crept in. Will this matter a year from now? Almost every time, the answer was a resounding no. With that realization, I started letting go of the small stuff that once consumed me, as if a weight I'd carried for decades suddenly lifted. By focusing on what I can control and releasing what I can't, I found a peace that had been missing for so long. I no longer let minor frustrations dictate my mood. Traffic jams pass, arguments fade, and missed appointments become distant memories. Embracing life's imperfections and uncertainties has allowed me to live with a calm, grounded perspective. Imagine how different your life could be if you let go of the small stresses that clutter your mind. For me, releasing the need to stress over minor things has brought profound peace and allowed me to savor each day with a clearer mind and heart. Number 5, choosing self-care over pleasing others. For most of my life, I was caught in the habit of always putting others' needs before my own. Whether family, friends, or colleagues, I placed their happiness above my well-being, believing it made me a better person. But this constant selflessness left me drained and disconnected from myself. When I turned 70, I realized that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. In a world that often tells us to prioritize everyone else, I had to unlearn the belief that caring for myself meant neglecting others. Shifting my mindset was challenging, but it was also liberating. I began small, taking time each morning to meditate, walk in nature, or savor a quiet cup of tea. By practicing gratitude and speaking kindly to myself, I started to nurture my mind and spirit. This commitment to self-care was transformative, like refilling a well that had long run dry. I discovered that when I took care of myself, I had more energy, patience, and love to offer others. No longer feeling exhausted or resentful, I was fully present, able to give freely without depleting my own well-being. Embracing self-care has allowed me to find balance, making life's journey richer and more meaningful. For much of my life, I placed others' needs above my own, always eager to be there for family, friends, or colleagues. I thought that selflessness was a virtue, but constantly putting others first left me feeling exhausted and disconnected from myself. Reaching the age of 70, however, brought a profound realization. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. I started carving out time each day just for me, doing things like meditating, savoring a morning tea, or taking a quiet walk in nature. This commitment to nurturing my own well-being transformed my life. I found that when I cared for myself, I had more energy and patience to share with others. Now I approach each day with a sense of balance, knowing that I deserve the same care and kindness that I so freely give. Have you ever found yourself always putting others first, neglecting your own needs? Imagine how much more you could offer to those around you if your well-being became a priority. How different would your life feel if self-care became a non-negotiable part of your day? Embracing self-care has brought me peace, balance, and joy. Benefits I wish I had embraced sooner. Number 6, saying no to overcommitment. For most of my life, I said yes to everything: social events, volunteer roles, and favors for friends and family. I didn't want to let anyone down, so I packed my schedule, always moving from one commitment to the next. But this constant yes came at a high cost. I had no time for myself, and my peace and well-being were sacrificed. As I grew older, I realized that always saying yes wasn't making me happy. It was draining me. Embracing the power of saying no was a transformative step. Now I'm selective about my commitments, asking myself if they align with my values and bring joy. If the answer is no, I don't hesitate to decline. This simple shift has opened space in my life for what truly matters. No longer do I feel pressured to please everyone. Instead, I focus on what brings genuine happiness and fulfillment. Do you find yourself overcommitting, feeling drained by obligations that don't serve you? Imagine how freeing it would be to reserve your time and energy for what truly matters. This decision to embrace change brought about a profound transformation in my life. Where I once viewed change as something frightening and disruptive, I now see it as a gateway to new experiences, opportunities, and self-discovery. I began to understand that change brings with it not only challenges, but also blessings, ones that deepen our sense of purpose and enrich our lives in unexpected ways. Embracing change has gifted me with a newfound sense of freedom and adventure that I never thought possible at this stage of my life. I feel as though each change, whether big or small, adds depth and richness to my journey, reminding me that life is full of surprises and joys when we open ourselves to possibility. This choice has not always been easy. There have been moments of doubt, discomfort, and even fear, but each time I allowed myself to lean into the unknown, I found strength I didn't realize I had. I learned to let go of old limitations and to trust that change, even when challenging, often brings growth and resilience. Looking back, I see that resisting change would have kept me stuck in a life that no longer aligned with who I truly am. Embracing it, however, has opened doors I didn't even know existed and filled my days with a renewed sense of purpose and wonder. Have you ever found yourself clinging to the familiar, even when you knew it might be holding you back? Imagine how liberating it would feel to let go of that tight grip on the known, stepping forward with courage into the unknown. What changes in your life might you welcome if fear was no longer a barrier? For me, accepting change has been a transformative, life-enriching choice. It has freed me to explore, grow, and truly live in the present. And it reminds me every day that embracing change is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Number 9, embracing change as a path to growth and new possibilities. Every change, whether big or small, now feels like an invitation to learn, evolve, and explore new dimensions of life. By welcoming change, I've opened myself to possibilities I never thought possible. No longer do I cling to the past or stick to what feels safe simply out of fear. Instead, I meet each change with curiosity, asking myself what new experiences might arise, how I might grow through it, and what fresh perspective it could bring. In choosing to approach change in this way, I've discovered that it has an incredible power to transform us, often in ways we least expect. It has drawn me closer to my true self and added a renewed sense of excitement and purpose to my life. Imagine what your life might look like if you stopped fearing change and started seeing it as an adventure. What if, instead of resisting the inevitable shifts life brings, you leaned into them with an open heart and an inquisitive mind? Picture how your life could transform if you stopped holding tightly to what was and instead embraced what could be. Are there changes you've been avoiding out of fear? What if, rather than hesitating, you chose to face them directly with curiosity, allowing them to guide and shape you? This shift in my mindset has been nothing short of life-changing. By embracing change instead of fearing it, I've unlocked newfound dimensions of joy, growth, and freedom. No longer weighed down by hesitation, I feel lighter, more open, and more willing to engage with life on its terms. So what's stopping you from welcoming change? Let it guide you, let it teach you, and most importantly, let it lead you toward a life full of endless possibilities. The adventure awaits. All you need to do is take that leap. Number 10, valuing sleep as the cornerstone of health. Sleep is one of those essentials we often take for granted in our younger years, believing we can get by on a few hours here and there, pushing ourselves to stay up for work, socializing, or late-night distractions. I was no different, often sacrificing rest without a second thought, and running on fumes because there was always something more important. But as I've grown older, I've come to understand just how crucial sleep is to my overall well-being. I now realize that without enough quality rest, my body, mind, and spirit simply can't function at their best. I've learned that sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. During those quiet hours of rest, our bodies heal, our minds reset, and our spirits recharge, giving us the strength to tackle the day ahead. These days, I don't take sleep for granted anymore. I've made it a cornerstone of my health, prioritizing it above late-night TV, work, or mindless scrolling. I've established a bedtime routine that helps me wind down, signaling to my body that it's time to relax and let go of the day. This small ritual includes a warm cup of herbal tea, a good book, or a few minutes of gentle meditation. These little steps help me transition from the busyness of the day to a place of calm and rest, allowing me to ease into sleep without resistance. The impact of this change has been profound. Waking up feeling refreshed, energized, and clear-headed has become one of the most rewarding shifts I've made for myself. No longer am I dragging myself through the day, exhausted and barely functioning. Instead, I feel alive, alert, and ready to take on whatever comes my way. Sleep, I've learned, is the foundation of all other aspects of health. When I give it the importance it deserves, every other part of my life benefits. Number 11. Valuing sleep as a foundation for health and vitality. Sleep has become the fuel that powers my energy, transforming how I live each day. Rather than merely surviving on low energy, I now wake up with a renewed sense of vitality, ready to fully embrace the day ahead. Prioritizing rest has improved not just my physical health, but has also sharpened my mental clarity and brought a calming balance to my emotions. Think about it. Are you getting enough sleep? Imagine how much better you could feel with just a bit more rest. How your mood, energy, and productivity might improve if sleep became a priority. Even one small adjustment in your bedtime routine, like winding down earlier or reducing screen time, could significantly enhance the quality of your sleep. For me, the simple act of valuing sleep has been life-changing. It's taught me to respect my body's needs, honor the importance of rest, and live each day with a fuller, more vibrant presence. Tonight, consider creating a calming routine, perhaps with a warm tea, a book, or soft music. Let yourself fully rest, and your body, mind, and spirit will surely thank you for it. Number 12. Letting go of comparisons to embrace inner peace. Comparing ourselves to others is a habit we often fall into unconsciously. For years, I found myself silently measuring my worth against others, comparing their achievements, appearances, and lifestyles to my own. It was as though my value depended on how I stacked up next to them. Whether it was career success, personal milestones, or superficial aspects like appearance, I allowed the lives of others to dictate how I felt about myself. But when I turned 70, I experienced a powerful revelation. Comparison is the thief of joy. No amount of comparing could ever bring happiness. It only fostered self-doubt, envy, and dissatisfaction. I realized that real peace comes from turning inward, focusing on my unique journey. Each of us walks a different path, with our own timelines, struggles, and victories. By letting go of comparison, I found something infinitely more valuable than outside approval. I found peace. A profound sense of contentment settled over me as I began to appreciate my life for what it truly is, rather than wishing it were like someone else's. This shift in mindset was transformational. Freed from the constant pressure to measure up, I felt lighter, more joyful, and more grateful for my own life. The life I've lived is enough, more than enough. It's mine, with all its unique beauty. The energy I once wasted on comparison is now spent on savoring the small, meaningful moments and valuing my journey. Imagine letting go of comparisons in your life, embracing your path with appreciation instead. The peace and joy it brings might surprise you. Precious moments define the meaning in my life, and each one holds a unique beauty that only comes when I focus on my journey. Imagine the joy, peace, and contentment you might feel if you stopped comparing yourself to others and embraced the beauty of your unique path. How often do you measure your life against someone else's, and what might happen if you shifted that focus inward? Think of the strength you'd find by celebrating who you are, the life you've built, and the path you're on. For me, letting go of comparisons has been one of the most liberating choices I've made. It's allowed me to embrace my life, flaws and all, with a sense of pride and gratitude I never knew I could have. I've stopped wishing for someone else's life and started living my own fully and authentically. So next time you catch yourself comparing, take a moment to pause. Remind yourself that your journey is uniquely yours, and that's exactly how it's meant to be. You may just find that joy and peace have been waiting for you all along. Number 13, living with purpose. After 70, living with intention after 70 has been one of the most profound and transformative experiences of my life. Letting go of old habits, limiting beliefs, and relationships that no longer serve me has opened up a life of greater clarity, peace, and freedom. For the first time in decades, I'm able to focus on what truly matters: the people, passions, and moments that bring me joy. Living with purpose means making choices that align with my values, using my time and energy to create meaning in every day. This chapter of my life has brought a renewed sense of purpose, one grounded in nourishing my soul and spending time with people who uplift me. If you're approaching or already in your 70s, take a moment to reflect. Are there habits or relationships holding you back? Your time is precious. Don't waste it on things that no longer serve you. Living with intention is about choosing a life that brings peace, joy, and purpose, and it's never too late to start. Aging is often portrayed as a decline, something to resist or fear. But what if we reframed it as a time to embrace who we are, not who we were? Aging allows us to shed what we no longer need and live a life that reflects our authentic selves. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about becoming more of ourselves. Take a moment to consider your journey. Are there habits or commitments that no longer serve you? Perhaps some relationships have grown toxic, or you're holding on to fears that keep you from fully living. The beauty of life after 70 is having the wisdom to make these decisions intentionally. Imagine your ideal day if you let go of everything that weighed you down. Imagine living that day every day. Try journaling about one thing, big or small. You could release to create more space for joy and peace. Embrace the freedom that comes with focusing on what truly matters. Number 14, building a legacy of joy and peace. One of the most powerful gifts of aging is the legacy we leave behind, not just through our actions, but through how we live. When we prioritize well-being, embrace change, and let go of what no longer serves us, we set an example for those we love. We show them that life doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful, and that it's never too late to make positive changes. Imagine the impact of living a life filled with intention, joy, and peace. Not just for yourself, but for those around you. Your children, grandchildren, friends, and even your community will be inspired by your choices, seeing firsthand the power of personal growth at any age. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? If there's one change you could make today to live a more intentional life, what would it be? What's stopping you from taking that first step? As we age, meaningful connections become essential to living fully. Isolation can be easy to slip into, especially when life changes like retirement or health challenges disrupt our routines. But finding your community can make all the difference, whether through hobbies, volunteering, or simply spending time with friends. Staying connected is a powerful antidote to loneliness. Engage with people who share your interests, who understand the unique joys and challenges of this stage of life. Join a book club, participate in a walking group, or connect online. These relationships remind us that we are never truly alone. Have you been curious about trying a new activity or group? Don't underestimate the power of a simple hello or an invitation that could lead to enriching friendships and new experiences. Number 15, living with gratitude and purpose. At the heart of all these changes lies one essential practice: gratitude. As we grow older, it can be tempting to focus on what we've lost or what has changed. But by shifting our focus to what we have, our health, our relationships, our experiences. We transform the way we experience each day. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you out loud. It's about living thank you. It's about appreciating the sunrise, savoring your morning coffee, and finding joy in the little moments. Imagine waking up every day filled with gratitude for the life you have, rather than longing for the life you wish you had. How would that shift transform your daily experience? As I've embraced gratitude, each day has become richer, filled with purpose and appreciation for the present moment. Start today by embracing the beauty in your life, however small, and you may find a world of fulfillment that has been there all along. Transforming your outlook can start with a simple practice: gratitude journaling. Try beginning or ending your day by writing down 3 things you're thankful for, whether they're big milestones or small moments of joy. You might be surprised at how quickly your perspective shifts, bringing unexpected beauty and joy into your everyday life. This practice serves as a reminder to appreciate the richness of your experiences, fostering a mindset that recognizes the abundance already present in your life. As you move forward into the next chapter of your life, remember that this new phase is unwritten, a blank canvas waiting to be filled with your experiences, choices, and lessons learned over the years. Embrace this opportunity to reflect, reinvent, and step into a phase of life that is entirely your own. The beauty of reaching this stage is that the pressures of others' expectations begin to fade, allowing you to live authentically on your terms. This is your chance to release past habits, relationships, or roles that no longer serve you, and to embrace the things that bring you joy, fulfillment, and peace. Too often aging is viewed as an ending, but what if we instead saw it as a new beginning? Life after 70 is not a closing chapter. It's a fresh start, filled with opportunities for growth, discovery, and connection. You are not defined by your past, but by how you choose to live each day moving forward. What will this next chapter look like for you? How can you make it the most meaningful and fulfilling phase yet? As you turn the page, remember that you possess the wisdom, freedom, and power to shape your story in a way that honors who you are and all that you've learned. The narrative is yours to write, and the possibilities are limitless. Number 16. The importance of intention in everyday life. Living intentionally means approaching life with purpose and understanding that each choice you make can either bring you closer to fulfillment or pull you away from it. It's about making conscious decisions that reflect who you are now, rather than who you once were or who society expects you to be. This may involve setting clearer boundaries, slowing down, or simplifying certain aspects of your life. It could mean reevaluating what success means to you and recognizing that your values today may differ from those you held 20, 30, or 40 years ago. As you navigate this new chapter, permit yourself to be true to yourself. Let go of the need to live up to external standards or past versions of yourself. Focus instead on what feels right in this moment. What does living intentionally mean to you? Is it about cultivating more peace in your life, finding time for the hobbies or passions you've always wanted to explore, or strengthening your relationships with loved ones? Perhaps it's about learning something new that excites you. The beauty of living with intention is that it is deeply personal. There are no universal definitions or timelines to adhere to. Instead, it's about crafting a life that resonates with your current self, aligning your actions with your true values and desires. Embrace this opportunity to create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling, allowing your unique experiences and perspectives to shape your path forward. There's no right or wrong way to embrace the journey of living intentionally, as long as it reflects your core values. Each morning offers a new opportunity to set your intent for the day ahead. It doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, something as simple as choosing to be kind to yourself or deciding to spend time doing something you love can set the tone for a day filled with purpose. Living intentionally means taking control of how you spend your time, energy, and focus. So what will your intention be tomorrow? How can you align your daily actions with the things that matter most to you? Number 17, the courage to let go. Letting go is one of the most challenging yet liberating things we can do. It takes tremendous courage to release the familiar, even when we know it no longer serves us. Whether it's an old habit, a toxic relationship, or a lingering sense of self-doubt, letting go is an act of self-love. It creates space for new, healthier things to take root. When we hold on to things out of fear or comfort, we limit ourselves from experiencing the fullness of life. As you step into this new chapter, consider the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Are there habits you've been carrying for years that no longer align with who you are today? Are there relationships that drain your energy rather than nourish your spirit? Perhaps it's time to release the need for perfection or the fear of change. Letting go isn't about abandoning your past. It's about honoring your journey by making room for what's ahead. Each time you let go of something that's holding you back, you open yourself up to new possibilities, growth, and deeper fulfillment. Take a moment to reflect on one area of your life where you feel stuck. What's one small thing you could let go of today to move forward with greater ease? Letting go may feel difficult at first, but it's one of the most powerful ways to honor the person you are becoming. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 4 below to let me know that you are still here with me. As we grow older, it's easy to get caught up in what's next, what's left to do, and what we still want to accomplish. However, it's equally important to pause and celebrate how far you've come. Every small step you take toward living more intentionally, letting go, or embracing change is a victory worth acknowledging. Too often, we focus solely on the destination, forgetting that the journey itself is where life happens. Your life is not defined by big moments alone, but by the small, everyday decisions that shape your path. Take time to acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Each decision to live with intention, every moment you choose peace over worry, and each relationship you nurture is proof of your resilience, growth, and commitment to living fully. It's easy to overlook the progress we've made when we're constantly looking ahead, but taking time to celebrate these victories builds momentum and reminds us of our strength. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on something you did well. It doesn't have to be a monumental achievement. Sometimes, the smallest victories are the most meaningful. Maybe you set a boundary that honored your needs or made time for something that brings you joy. Whatever it is, take pride in the progress you're making. Celebrating your journey, not just the destination, is a powerful way to stay connected to the present and to continue moving forward with purpose. Number 18, embracing your future. As you look toward the future, remember that life after 70 is rich with possibilities. This chapter is not about slowing down or settling. It's about embracing the freedom, wisdom, and experience that come with age. You've lived a full life, And now you have the opportunity to shape your future in a way that reflects everything you've learned along the way. The best is yet to come, not because life will be perfect, but because you have the power to live intentionally, with purpose. Each day is a new beginning, a chance to approach life with curiosity, compassion, and an open heart. Imagine what your life could look like if you embraced every day as an opportunity to live more fully and authentically. What if your best days are still ahead of you? Each morning brings the possibility for growth, connection, and new experiences. No matter where you are on your journey, you have the power to shape your future. Every choice you make, every action you take, and every intention you set is a step toward the life you want to live. Trust in the beauty of your unique journey and never stop believing that the best is yet to come. You are the author of your own story, and each day is a chance to write a new chapter, one filled with gratitude, purpose, and joy. So as you move forward, embrace your future with an open heart and know that the possibilities are endless. As we come to the end of this journey together, take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. What have you learned so far? Perhaps it's the importance of living with intention, letting go of what no longer serves you, or embracing the beauty of each new chapter in life. Each of these lessons invites you to live more fully, aligning your daily actions with your values and honoring your journey as you step into the future. Number 19. Engaging with our community. Whatever it may be, we'd love to hear from you. Please comment below and share one thing you've learned and how you plan to bring it into practice in your own life. Your insights are valuable to us and can inspire others in our community. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to leave your comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world to us. We look forward to bringing you more content that inspires growth, joy, and purpose. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.